The Michigan Dogman is a modern cryptid legend that originated in the U.S. state of Michigan. It describes a creature that is said to be a bipedal, werewolf-like figure with the body of a man and the head of a dog. The legend has grown significantly over time, fueled by reported sightings, local lore, and one particularly influential hoax song that brought widespread attention to the creature. Here's the full story of the Michigan Dogman. Origins of the legend. Early sightings. The Michigan Dogman legend is said to date back to the 19th century. The first alleged sighting took place in Wexford County, Michigan, in 1887. According to the story, two lumberjacks encountered a creature that looked like a dog, but stood upright on two legs. The creature had a man's torso and stood about 7 feet tall, with piercing blue or amber eyes and fearsome canine features. The lumberjacks were frightened by what they saw and fled the scene. From that point onward, sporadic sightings of a similar creature were reported, mostly in the rural northern regions of Michigan, particularly in the Manistee National Forest and other heavily forested areas. Witnesses claimed to have seen a large wolf-like animal walking on its hind legs, often in the moonlight or in remote wooded areas. The year of the Dogman, 1987. The legend of the Dogman might have remained a relatively obscure local tale had it not been for a major turning point in 1987, exactly 100 years after the first reported sighting. That year, a man named Steve Cook, a radio DJ at WTCM-FM in Traverse City, Michigan, wrote and recorded a novelty song called The Legend. The Legend by Steve Cook's song was originally intended as an April Fool's Day prank. He had no idea it would spark such interest and become a crucial part of the Dogman lore. The legend tells the story of a mythical creature that appears every 10 years in northern Michigan. The lyrics describe how the Dogman has been seen by various people over the decades, with each verse documenting an alleged encounter. The song caught fire when listeners began calling the station, claiming they had seen a creature matching Cook's description. What was supposed to be a harmless joke led to an outpouring of stories from people who believed they had encountered the Dogman. Cook later admitted that he had made up the song as a joke, blending local folklore and Native American stories. However, the reports that followed made him reconsider the myth, and he believed that maybe there was more to the Dogman legend than he initially thought. Sightings and reports. Following the release of the legend, people from various parts of Michigan began coming forward with their own sightings, many dating back before Cook's song was even recorded. Some of the most notable reports include 1950s, Allegan County. A man claimed to have been chased by a large creature while hunting in a wooded area. He described it as a bipedal wolf-like creature. 1961. Big Rapids. A night watchman reported seeing a strange dog-like creature on two legs while patrolling a manufacturing plant. The creature reportedly stared at him with glowing eyes before disappearing into the forest. 1970s, Cross Village. Several farmers reported seeing a large, upright, wolf-like creature. Some claimed it attacked livestock, while others simply saw it from a distance in fields or near barns. 1987, Luther, Michigan. This sighting is perhaps the most famous post-1987 report. A man named Robert Fortney was fishing on the banks of the Muskegon River when he saw a creature approaching him. He described it as having the body of a man, the head of a wolf, and standing on two legs. Fortney shot at the creature, which then ran away. 1993, Reed City. A local woman named Linda Godfrey, not to be confused with the Wisconsin author of the same name, claimed that she saw a creature standing near a rural road. She described it as having dark fur, a dog-like head, and walking on two legs. 2007, Cass County. A young boy allegedly saw a dog-headed man while playing in the woods near his home. His father found large canine-like footprints in the dirt, but they led nowhere. These sightings continued into the 2000s, with people from various Michigan counties, especially those near forested areas, claiming to have encountered something strange, resembling the Dogman. The creature was typically described as aggressive, territorial, and frightening, though it rarely caused harm to people beyond frightening them. Physical description and characteristics. The Michigan Dogman is described as being around 7 feet tall, with the body of a muscular man, covered in dark fur or hair, a dog's head, and often glowing eyes. It is known for its speed and agility, running on both 2 legs and 4 legs when necessary. Witnesses frequently report that the Dogman is seen near roads, often crossing in front of vehicles at night. Many of these encounters are brief but terrifying, with the creature moving into the woods or disappearing quickly. The glowing eyes are a common feature, adding to its eerie presence in the dark Michigan wilderness. The 10-year cycle. A key feature of the Dogman legend is the idea that the creature appears every 10 years, with sightings spiking in years, ending in 7, like 1987, 1997, 2007, and so on. This belief in the cyclical appearance of the creature was originally part of the myth created in Steve Cook's song, but after the song's release, reports from previous decades began to match the timeline, reinforcing the idea for many believers. Skepticism and theories. While the Michigan Dogman has many believers, there is also considerable skepticism surrounding the creature. Common explanations for sightings include misidentified animals. Many skeptics believe that the Michigan Dogman is simply a case of mistaken identity, with witnesses misidentifying large wolves, coyotes, or bears, especially those that may have been walking on their hind legs. Bears, for instance, are known to stand upright when threatened or curious. Psychological factors. Some argue that the Dogman sightings are influenced by psychological factors, with people's fears and imaginations turning ordinary sightings of animals into something more terrifying. The release of Steve Cook's song may have fueled existing folklore and encouraged more people to report encounters. Hoaxes. Several alleged sightings of the Dogman have been revealed as hoaxes, with people staging encounters or fabricating stories for attention. Cultural impact and popularity. The Michigan Dogman has become a central figure in Michigan folklore and cryptozoology. It has been featured on various television shows, including Monster Quest, where investigators searched for evidence of the creature. It's also been the subject of numerous books, documentaries, and podcasts. Steve Cook's song, The Legend, is still played on Michigan radio every year around Halloween, continuing to fuel the myth of the Dogman. Cook himself has expressed amazement at the way his fictional song has taken on a life of its own, with people continuing to report sightings and believe in the creature. Conclusion. The Michigan Dogman legend persists as one of the most intriguing cryptid stories in American folklore. Whether the creature is real, a misidentified animal, or a product of the imagination, it has captured the attention and curiosity of many in Michigan and beyond. With each reported sighting, the legend of the Michigan Dogman grows, blending history, fear, and fascination into a tale that refuses to fade away.